guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Tanish and I am back with my 6 months Loc'd update video. I made a post on Instagram and on YouTube asking you guys what you wanted me to talk about in my 6 month Loc'd update video. So I'm just going to address those things, and then at the end I'm going to give you guys a 360 of my hair. I'm going to show you a few Microlocs up close, and I'm going to let you guys look inside. I am 5 weeks out from my retightening, so I'm getting a retightening next week, hopefully, because everything's been shedding back down. So I'm actually really not sure, but if I do get my hair retightened, I will come on and do a quick video of that so you guys can see a fresh retightening on my hair. And this is my hair just in its natural state, and this is kind of how it hangs naturally. So no twist out, no braid out, no bantu knot out, nothing. This is just how my hair is naturally. I wash my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. I did realize that going 3 weeks is a bit too long for my hair and for my scalp, so I've been getting in the habit of washing my hair every 2 weeks. So that is 3 washes before each retightening. I am on a retightening schedule now, getting my hair retightened every 6 weeks. I moisturize my hair, and that's just with plain water. I do that every two days. I spray my hair down with water really good. I get my scalp. I do use distilled water, and I use regular water, and to be honest, I haven't really noticed like a difference between using regular water versus distilled. About every 2 weeks I'll use oil, and I use almond oil. I did hear people tell me like, oh, you're getting lint because you're using oil. I'm gonna have to get lint then, because I'm not eliminating. I already don't use any products, but I'm not going to eliminate oil from my routine. And the almond oil that I have is not sticky. I'm getting lint because my hair attracts lint. Me and my daughter's hair, actually, just with our hair type, I guess. Yes, I have dryness. My hair actually is a little dry right now to the touch. I have not experienced any marrying of my hair. I really haven't needed to go through and separate each lock individually. My hair doesn't marry. And even when I went about 8 or 9 weeks, that first retightening, that very first one that I did, my hair didn't stick together. I don't know why I don't experience it. I do know that a lot of people experience it, some more than others. And I don't know if it's when you're washing your hair. If you're going like this, then you probably will get marrying. The way that I wash my hair, I just gently like take the ball of my fingers and massage it, and then the way that I wash the length of my hair, I just go down in a downward motion. It's, in my opinion, preventative, how you handle your hair and how you wash your hair to prevent any marrying of your locks. I got this question a lot. It's probably one of the most asked questions. I am keeping my ends open, but listen to me, guys, nothing is set in stone. If I'm putting more effort into keeping these ends open than I want to, then I will just let them close. Like, either way, open ends, closed ends, like, I love locks. I love locks in general. It was one of the reasons why I went with locks. I just love them, whether my ends are open or closed. I do like the curly ends because it adds a bit of volume to my hair, and I just like the way it look with the curly tips. Now right now they're not very curly, they're kind of frizzy almost, and that's because I attempted to sort of comb them out. So it was a disaster. I don't know, maybe I'll talk about it in another video, but I'm not going to keep my ends open by combing my locks at the at the tips. It didn't work. I mean, it worked, but I don't like the way my ends looked after, because they were just kind of like, the way that I'm probably going to try to keep them open is just to kind of separate a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to put much effort into it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Regardless, I'm very happy with my locks. I don't think that there's any benefits to keeping your ends open. As a matter of fact, it could be more damaging to your ends, and you could possibly experience some breakage on the ends. So I don't think it's beneficial. Also, with leaving your ends open, I feel like you lose some of your length, because your ends are a bit busy, like kind of, you know, curling up on itself. So you lose some length in that. I just feel like when you leave your ends open, you're more susceptible to possibly breakage, you know, if your hair is not the healthiest going into this, and you lose some length. My husband actually loves my locks now. When I first asked him about them, about getting locks, when I first kept voicing my opinion, he was like, no. So we did agree that locks were probably the best thing. So he actually loves my locks now. I had to show him a lot of pictures, and I specifically chose the pictures of my favorite chicks that are locked. And he's like, oh, okay, like I like it. So he likes my locks now. He is happy that I'm seeing a loctician now, so it cuts down on the maintenance even more. Whereas before, when I was doing my own retightenings, it would take anywhere from a week, at least a week. I would say before me locking, I don't think he liked locks. I'm not really sure. I think like in his mind, the locks that he pictured were just like the big chunky locks. Like I think in his mind, he had a certain picture. And then when it was like this, when I kept explaining to him and showing him pictures, he was like, oh, okay, I like that. But I think he had something else in his mind, like what he was thinking. Now me personally, like I said, like I like all locks, big locks, little locks, freeform locks. Like I just like locks in general. He doesn't. So I did have to convince him. I would say the deciding factor in me locking was when I got pregnant with my second child. I knew that I wanted a change. It was either going to be cutting my hair or getting locks. If you guys have followed me throughout the years, I've always worn mini twists. Like mini twists were my thing, like they were my style, as well as loose twists. So I know loose twists, they have a lot of different names now, but loose twists is, you know, how it started. We called them loose twists. Loosely braid the roots, get a little tight towards the end, and it kind of looks like, you know, it doesn't look like twists, it just looks like your natural hair. So those two styles, I wore them a lot. So I knew that I would like locks, and I knew that I would have no issues with them. I knew that I wouldn't have time for my hair. And I would say like the deciding factor was one time I didn't wash my hair for like 2 months, and then I washed it, but I don't know, something, it was like this like large flake, like some type of crater flake. I don't even know what to call it, but it was like this large piece of crust or something after I washed my hair, like stuck to my scalp. Really not taking care of my hair. I'm just gonna go ahead and lock, and the plan was to wait until after I had the baby, but after doing more research, after seeing more pictures, after finding more beautiful women on Instagram with locks, I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And you guys seen me, I did it. I was almost 9 months pregnant when I locked my hair. I just, you know, I really want to focus on growing my girl's hair. I'm just not too worried about my own hair anymore. The low maintenance of this style was also a deciding factor in me getting locks. My least favorite thing about locks would be the retightenings when I was doing it myself. I have 520 locks and I absolutely did not like the time that it took to retighten my locks. I don't mind retightening my locks. I kind of lightweight, almost enjoy it. I think what I like about it is the neatness that I can do on my own maintenance. Like, I want my locks to have a certain look, so you know, I kind of take my time and make everything pretty uniformed. I like the control, I guess, of it. So I would also say that if I wasn't almost 9 months pregnant when I did start my locks, I would have interlocked my hair the entire length. When I did these, when these were established, I was in a rush to finish. I just needed to finish. I did not want to give birth and not have my hair done. My favorite thing about having locks is just shake and go. You take your bonnet off and that's it. Like, you're done. Like, your hair is always done, put it like that. I am 5 weeks out and I need a retightening and my hair still looks good. If I don't do a braid out or a twist out or a bantu knot out or whatever, my hair still looks good. Like, my hair is almost always done, always. Even when I need a retightening, you know, the hair freedom, that's my favorite thing about having locks. I completely would have still locked my hair if my hair was short or shorter than this. Okay, if my hair was shorter, I may have gone the traditional lock route. I don't know if I would have did micros. I don't know, but totally still would have locked my hair if it was much shorter. For me, it is not hard to keep my hands out of my hair. I don't have hand and hair syndrome at all. I do when I get on camera, but that's only because I'm like primping and admiring my own hair. But generally, like at home, my hair is up in a bun because I have Kenny's now 5 months old and she's at a reaching stage, so she pulls my locks. By the way, she almost pulled some edges out in the side and in the back, so she's at this pulling stage. So my hair is either in a bonnet or up in a ponytail. What I do want to do is go in and do some lock maintenance, like retwist my ends that are kind of unraveling a little bit, redo some of my locks, not like the part that's interlocked, but the actual twist, because I have some bunching. I have actually quite a bit of bunching, so I don't even know what's going on with that. Like this right here, this is like the actual twist. I'm not sure what happened with it, but I'm gonna go in and fix the locks that are like this. I did the ACV rinse when I was experiencing dryness at the scalp. So I had a lot of dryness and flakes. So I was about 2.5, maybe 3 months locked when I did the ACV rinse. Would I do it again? Probably not, because my hair was very dry after that. But I had postpartum flakes and I just wanted to rid my scalp of those flakes. That's the only reason why I did it. Otherwise, for ACV rinse, I would just soak my head in some water for maybe 10 to 15 minutes and that's it. I would not sleep with that in my hair overnight because it did cause extreme dryness. No, I would not have waited until after I had the baby to lock my hair. I knew there was a chance of postpartum shedding, but I kind of based it on my experience from when I had Skylar. And please understand that each pregnancy is different. The amount of hair that you may or may not lose is always different. But for me, I did base it on my experience with my first baby. I did not get a lot of postpartum shedding. It was only limited to the perimeter, and it wasn't too much. And basically the same thing has happened with Kenny. Kenny is 5 months old, and I got a little bit of postpartum shedding around the edges. So let me just show you guys. I will probably combine this lock to this one right here, like that. But you can kind of see the shedding. So it is what it is, guys. I'm not really tripping off of it too much because it wasn't too bad. But going into this, I knew that like this, I'll just combine with something else. But yeah, going into this, I knew that while I was pregnant, I knew that, you know, it was a possibility. This right here is just completely slipped out, but I'm not bald around the edges, nothing too big. I did have my loctician combine two that was right here that was a little thin and hanging on. But if you are pregnant, I would say you may want to wait because you don't want to lose your entire hairline. I kind of had a feeling that would not be the case with me. You can see my grays. I do, if you guys are new here or whatever, I do dye the front of my hair because I have a gray patch. And I'm not ready to be grandma with a 5-month-old baby. The other side, and I can't turn all the way around in this chair. Y'all, I just watched the part back where I was showing you guys in my hair and I could see things. So like I said, my hair type, I do tend to catch a lot of things. Oh, that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So do you guys remember that rose water? I have the rose water with glycerin, and ever since I stopped using that, I think the glycerin was attracting like a lot of things like from the air. I didn't really like that anyways. I was just trying to use it all up. Like I said, I really don't like the purified water on my hair for whatever reason. I feel like it makes it harder than it should be. I feel like I get better results using regular water. I don't know, like, do you guys have that same experience? Like, let me know, because am I tripping? Like, I really don't like to use the purified water. I don't. Once I stopped using that, I noticed that my hair did not attract as much lint and dirt and things. So it still does, but it's just a part of having locks. So I'm learning to live with it. I'm trying to be okay with it. I am gonna go ahead and end the video here. I will see you guys in my next video. I have a day in the life coming up, another toddler hair video. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.